whether it's soccer, cross country, basketball, track, whatever. And then that's not even counting the club sports. So thank you. I wasn't going to spend too much time on this, but I think it's very appropriate, especially this year. Charlie mentioned in there, like, being the best athletic department in the Miami Valley. It's a goal that he said he wanted to strive for. I look at our basketball program, and I got coaches calling me all the time thinking we're like the Cadillac program. They call the ADs and they're like, we want to talk to Tencher. Can he ask us what's he do at the youth level? How do they win 20 games every year? That's 8 out of 10 we won 20 games at the varsity level. 8 out of 10. There's no, you go, you find them, you come back and you come talk to me. There's not a program around here that's won 20 games 8 out of 10 years. Okay? Now, how does that happen? Well, I'm very proud of the staff that I've been able to assemble here over the years. It's not just the varsity level. I'm going to start, because he's here, I think. Where's is Todd Diorio here? Is Eric France here? Stand up here. Start working with these guys. They take more crap than I take. There's nothing like being a Weagle director. If any of you've been a Weagle director or hung out with a Weagle director, there's no fun in it. Okay? I don't know why you did it. But constantly talking to me. I know. Constantly talking to me. It starts there with the Weagle program. I talk to coaches about that first, and then I say, look at our youth camp. We have 100 kids at our youth. I got coaches that call me like, I got 6. I got 10 kids at my youth camp. We have 100. We have 100. So it starts there. So if you want to know what makes a great program, because some people are saying we don't have a great program. So I'm going to sell it. For the last few months, there's a guy out that lives on the golf course, not my jeweler, that tells us all we do, we're hogs and we're overpaid and we don't care about kids and we don't do it. So there's a little bit of passion, okay, in this. We have people that give a great deal of time. Most of the time I can be a bad guy because not everybody plays. Not everybody starts. Not everybody can be the CEO. Not everybody can. But I'll tell you why our program's great. I got 3 varsity coaches coaching our junior high. Jeff Eckley, 30 years experience, was my varsity assistant for years, runs exactly what I run, same place. I've been to 7th grade girls games. That's like somebody like, will you please coach 7th grade girls? We have no one. You're a first year teacher, will you please coach? I got Jeff Eckley down there. My 8th grade staff, one of them's got their jersey hanging at the wall at Wright State. Jeannie Johnson was on the first state team here. Excellent coach. Lindsey Johnson played for me, was an All-American, went to our all-time leading scorer, goes to Marist and gets beat by Tennessee in the Big 8 at UD Arena, and coached for me for years, runs exactly what I run. And you don't think they care? She went to the championship game at Waynesville and went in to give birth the same day. I'm passionate about this. She could have just said, Mom, you got it. I'm going to go have a baby. She coached the championship game, stood up the whole game. We were there, won it, got in her car, went to Kettering, and had a baby. That's toughness. That's toughness. And what a great role model that is for those girls down there. Eckley, Jeannie Johnson, and them. Okay? Come up here. Paul Guess is a first-time All-Stater. Hall of Fame CJ. Has 5 school records. All-time leading pitcher there. A policeman. Okay? Shelby Sigmund played for me. Played at State. Went to Capital, played all 4 years. She has 12 varsity letters here. Not too many girls have 12 varsity letters in their time here. Played for me. In fact, we got 5 collegiates on staff. Me, Jeannie Johnson, Lindsey Johnson, Shelby Sigmund, and Courtney Boyd. Courtney is the all-time leading scorer at Brookville, boys or girls. Her name is on the rafters, in the rafters at Wright State, playing Division I basketball. Go somewhere and find this staff somewhere. These girls are extremely lucky to have the people in their lives working with them at this level. I don't normally talk about this, but it seems like our profession is kind of under fire right now. It's just a little ticking me off. And I think a lot of you appreciate what the girls have here. I really do. I feel it. Sometimes we don't. But I'm extremely proud of the staff. Our program was 91-8. Go find that somewhere. 7th grade, 18-1, SWL champions. 8th grade, 18-1, SWL champions. JVB, 13-2, GWAC champions. JV doesn't lose a game, 22-0. We're 20-4, and we get the 5th seed. Our jump from D2 to D1 is not that big a jump because we're not jumping in and we're not the 16th rated team in the Miami Valley Division I. We got the 5th seed. Fairmont's playing tonight. Springboro's playing tonight. Wayne got beat by 2 the other night. And Centerville got beat by Springboro. Then us. We're right there. Okay? I just feel like it's worth saying tonight. And the vote, all that, I can't wait till it's over. But I'm going to tell you this. I don't care what you vote. You got to decide what kind of school we want. You vote no, you vote yes. I really don't care at this point. But I really wish it would pass because I know what these coaches do for our players. Thank you. Sorry. But I just think that's it. We just have to decide what type of school we want. If the levy doesn't pass, I can't get these people to work for free. They're already working for peanuts. Okay? Paul's position is one.
I used that my pep talk in the championship game. 7 So I did.
But I don't want to see it. I know what we do at practice. I know what Shelby and Paul do together to work with those kids. Could we talk him into staying? Maybe. Maybe we find him money somewhere. I don't know. I don't want him to leave. Okay? And that's every sport. If your daughter plays soccer, football, cross country, we all start losing coaches. It is what it is. Okay. With that being said, with this varsity group, again, sometimes we take it for granted, but this varsity group, I got, which ones? Kayla, Brooklyn, Gigi, our 4-year varsity letter winners. They saw some great basketball record. I mean, 3 out of 4 of those years, they saw 21 seasons. They saw a state appearance. I mean, a lot of kids don't get to see those things and do those things. And they got a chance to do that. That's very, very something to be proud of, something I think you'll look at. Before I start with you girls, this is why we coached it. I'm sorry, I'm just... Last night, 11 o'clock, late, I'm usually asleep, aren't I? Silly. 11 o'clock, Becca Vine played for me. And if you ever went to our games, she might have been the one I was hardest on. Because I knew what she could do, and her expectation level and my expectation level was high. We demanded a lot. 11 o'clock. Hey, Mr. Tincher, sorry texting late, but I just finished an intramural basketball game, and it makes me miss high school basketball. Becca. Thank Thank you for all you did to give me such a great experience. Hope all is well. 11 o'clock last night. That's why we teach. That's why we coach. This just happens to be on. There's a parent-teacher meeting every game. You're in the stands, I'm coaching, they're playing. It's a parent-teacher meeting every game. You may not like the way I coach, but I was brought up by a dad that grew up in McKee, Kentucky, and a mom that grew up in Jenkins, Kentucky. They were dirt poor. Dirt poor. They moved up here for work. My dad's 86 years old and still knows 50 yards a week. I get it honestly. I may not be easy to play for, but I win. And you will work hard, and you'll be tough. You'll give effort, you'll have a great attitude. Becca Vine. We'll have a mutual respect. We'll have a mutual respect. I'm not here to mistreat your daughter. I'm not here to put them down. But
you did.
I never mentioned my play. I went to Wilmington College. I played 2 sports. I played football and basketball. I never tell anybody. I hate saying that stuff. I hate it. But what I'm proud about was I wasn't the fastest, the tallest, the biggest, but there wasn't a person in the country that had more catches their senior year than me. Than me. No one gave it to me. I went out and earned it. Now, it's a team game. I caught passes, but I had to have linemen blocking. I had to have quarterbacks throwing the ball. I had to have coaches calling plays. I had to have a whole lot of things go right. And that makes me the coach I am. I understand what it takes to win. To win. So these girls know, and all of them do know, they've given me great respect. You'll be tough. You'll give effort. A's for attitude. And then M is what's your motive for playing. That's what I want to end with these parents that have players coming back. Team, the M. What's your motive? To score 12 points a game? To be a starter? What's your motive for playing? What gets you up in the summer to come to those 3 workouts a week? What motivates you? If I got to call you or I don't see you, it's not that important to you. As you can see, it's important to me. That's why we win. That's why we win. Girls, I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I know our season didn't end the way we all wanted it to, but when you look at the body of work, extremely proud of you. There's things I can bring up in this room to all you parents, and you saw it because you were there. The desire, the want to, at a Waynesville when we're losing and they come back and win. At Wilmington, down most of the game, they come back and they won. Monroe, here, come back. Well, we were winning big, they caught up, we won. That was this team. This was their identity. This was their identity. And they fought their butt off. They didn't always agree with things. There was ups and downs, but they fought through it. They fought through it. There was girls that played a lot, there was girls that played very little. Not a whole lot of issues. Had great kids. Had great kids. Right? So, to celebrate these kids, what they were doing, I had to write things down because obviously I talk a lot. So, I try to do some bullet points and talk about each kid. I'm usually more, what they call it, authentic. But that gets me in trouble sometimes. But I'm authentic, but usually we're here till 9. Okay? I love this kid. I love what she offers. She's a great, great kid, great family. Lives next to my dad, so I'm sorry. But he's a lot of mowers in the yard. doesn't necessarily keep everything up. Kelly Griffin, will you come up here? Kelly Griffin. Kelly, you're earning one of those bar things. And she's a scholar athlete, so she's pretty smart. There we go, there's that. Don't go anywhere. Hey, Kelly was a first-year varsity player, obviously, true freshman. She shot 78%, one of the highest we've had in a long time. 78% from the free throw line. And Kendall will tell you the same thing. It's not easy being the point guard. It's not, you can't escape pressure. You have to be able to handle pressure. You got to be an extension of me on the floor. And Kelly has got that. And it's easy, and I've coached a long time. She's got that it factor. She's got to continue to grow. She's not perfect. She goes, I made a lot of mistakes. When she makes a mistake, she knows it, owns it. Makes it, owns it, and moves on. Sees the floor so well. It's like, I know she sees it. Sometimes she throws it, and I didn't know she saw it. And she saw it. So she sees open field, great court vision. And we really rely on her to do a lot, especially as a freshman. Happy for you, Kelly. Thank you. Next point guard, Kendall Nicely. Come on, Kendall. There you go. You get one of these chevrons. There you go. Kendall is our Eagle Heart Award winner. That's one I could give that to Kayla Paul very easily. There's a couple girls that are deserving of this award and some other means, but this one stayed after practice about every day. And so did Kayla Paul. Kayla Paul and Kendall did not leave, I don't think, any practice without getting shots up. And it wasn't like 5. I think they stayed at least 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I saw Mrs. Kendall back there in the car waiting on her. There we go. Mrs. Kendall, Mr. Kendall, nicely. I know you were out there waiting for her sometimes. I wasn't keeping her. She stayed. So, hold on. She was second on the team in steals behind Dree. Third in steals in the league. She's a lockdown defender, extremely quick. Third in the league, 3.5 steals a game. Led team in assists with 3 a game. Just super quick, super athletic. We got to get better. She knows that. So we got to get better. Like I told about Kelly, there's no escaping point guard. Varsity point guard, it takes some toughness. It takes some toughness because you got to get us where we need to go. You got to know everybody's job. And it's not easy, okay? Kendall, I'm proud of you. Good job. Brianne Price. She earned this award. You got a jacket? No. Get you a jacket. Don't go anywhere. If you ever come to one of our games, pretty exciting player to watch. She started jumping that jump ball because she was winning them. Works extremely hard. She's just so athletic, so extremely gifted athletically. At the beginning of the year, coaches love players they can trust. We had a trust thing last year, and we talked about it. It's like, yes, you're the fastest, jump the highest, you do all these things, but to go into a varsity game, you can't do some of the things you're doing consistently and let me keep you out there. Came back, started the year, just started proving herself, not turning the ball over, getting steals, getting layups, making shots. And next thing you know, she's one of the best players on the team as a sophomore. A lot of growth. She knows, just like Kendall, sophomore guards are hard to win with. They really are. We had a freshman guard, 2 sophomore guards. Not easy to win with. They helped us win 20 games. And it's very impressive. Before you step down there, she led the league in steals. all league. Nobody beat her. She had 4.5 a game. She was first team all league. Two people were ahead of her, 2 Valley View girls, and then she got third in voting out of everybody in the league. Which wasn't sad, they lost by about 50 last week. Darn it, Valley View. She was second on the team in scoring. Bailey led with 11. Dree was right behind her at 10. 10 points a game. One of the hardest workers. One of the most improved. I'm the luckiest guy in the world to get her for 2 more years, that's for sure. Along with all these other girls coming back. But thank you, Dree. Appreciate it. A highlight too, they fouled her at Monroe, right here against Monroe, and she goes to the line to win it. It was tied. I didn't even think she was going to miss it. I didn't. I got there, I didn't. Now she could have missed it. She's missed free throws, but she shot 72% the whole year from the free throw line. And I didn't even think she was going to miss it. And she went up there and swished it. And we win. But thank you, Dree. Next player, Bailey Zerby. Chevron. There we go. Go anyway. Best outfit. I like it. I like it. Bailey, I have to apologize for the rest of the league for. Dad, Mom. Eaton got 2 first teamers. Monroe got 2 first teamers. Valley View got 3 first teamers. We're second in the league. Beat everybody in the league except Valley View, which the second game was tight. She doesn't get first team all league. So that's motivation to me, Dad, Bailey, Mom. That's motivation to me. This girl led the league, she led the league in threes. Nobody in the league made more threes than her. Nobody. No one shot a higher percentage from threes, which that means the most to me. If you're 40 for 200, you need to stop shooting. But she shot 37%. Only girl at Belbrook to ever do that is R.G. Freeman, played for me back in 2007, shot 42% from threes. Bailey shot 37%. Improved her game and her mental makeup immensely this year. Immensely. I can't say enough about how she developed over a year. Led the team in scoring with 11. Led the league in 3 percentage. Made more threes than anybody in the league. Still ticks me off. Was 49 for 68 from the free throw. Shot 68 free throws for us and shot it at a 72% mark. Second leading in rebounds with 5 per game. Oh, that's not honorable mention. Don't give me any corona. Seniors. Let's start with Autumn Taylor. Autumn is our organizer. That's what I call her. I was like, what? Autumn, I know, didn't always play a whole lot, but I'll tell you what, when she got her chance, she didn't shy away from shooting, did she? Every time. She got in the game, I never said a word to her. Let her shoot it. She's not playing a whole lot, and she goes in there, jack it up, girl. But if you remember senior day, what a great day that was. We had 5 senior starters. Autumn was one of them. The first bucket we had was Autumn 3 for 3-0. All right. And her teammates love her because whenever she did get in and she did something positive or whatever, they usually all got up and were cheering for Autumn. And that's a sign of good teammates. But Autumn meant something to them, other than just basketball. We call her the organizer because she's like, hey, we're planning on going to Duncan, or hey, we got the music ready. Can I get the music? Which I tried to put off. I can't stand their music. And so their music, we had to get it board approved. I'm like, is there anything in there? And I was like, we got it. It's all good. And so Autumn did those types of things. She organized the team activities, which was very nice. She did a role. She played a role. Never a dull moment. And one thing I'd like to say, last year, Shelby made it, she got the Eagle Heart for JV last year. She had a great JV year last year. Yeah, earned the Eagle Heart, which that's a good award. Thanks all. Appreciate it. Just announced that she's going to further her education at Bowling Green State University.